Hello, everybody. Hola, hola. ¿Cómo están? How are you? It's been so long since I've done a Miss B, but the sun was out today, and I have some really beautiful books I'm excited to share with you. I'm gonna do not just one, but two books for you today. And I actually thought about it. I was wearing my friend's shirt. This is one of my good friends who's a musician. Her name's Jane Kramer. I love her shirt, and I wanted to highlight other women in the arts. And so we are going to read the story Firebird about a ballerina, and the story Drum Dream Girl, and it is about a little girl who is also a percussion player. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and start with Firebird, and this is written by Misty Copeland, and illustrated by Christopher Myers. So I love this. It's won several awards. The illustrations are beautiful. The space between you and me is longer than forever. You are the sky and clouds and air. Your feet are swift as sunlight, stretching across the skyline like the day-long sun over the horizon. Me, I'm gray as rain, heavy as nap time, low as a storm pressing on rooftops. I could never hope to leap the space between. So this book, it's one ballerina sort of talking to other ballerinas, but I think it could really go for anything. Sometimes, especially when you're young, you look at other people and you think, oh, I want to be an astronaut, or I want to be a chef, or I want to have my own business, or I want to help people, whatever it is that you want to be. Sometimes it's hard to imagine yourself in that position. And so it's important to have role models to look up to. And I think that's what the author here, Misty Copeland, knowing that she is a role model, sort of telling this story. So here she says, "Darling child, don't you know you're just where I started? Let the sun shine on your face. Your beginnings just begun." Before the curtain rises, before the spotlight falls. For those of you that are dancers, or maybe you've done plays, you know that when you're behind the curtain, ooh, you start to feel those butterflies. Before the fireworks of costumes, before it all, I was a dancer just like you, a dreaming shooting star of a girl with work and worlds ahead. There I am, sweating at the bar. I had 1,000 leaps and falls, switching worn-out slippers, swift as applause. Even birds must learn to fly. Like me, you'll grow steady in grace. Spread an arabesque of wings and climb. Each position, 1 through 5, stair steps to the sky. That's right. You will soar, become a swan, a beauty, a firebird for sure. Soon, with the same practice, you'll join me in this dancing dream. In a pas de deux, a music box for two, we will wrap our hearts, careful as ribbons, on point shoes. We'll make the night sky our starry curtain, the moon our silver spotlight, as we spin across the planets, pirouetting tightly as the curls on our heads. Oh, look at this picture. So beautiful. Spinning wishes for new little ones we can't yet imagine. They will look to you in wonder, lighter than air and swift as sunlight, turning over the day and say, the space between you and me is longer than forever, and I will show them that forever is not so far away. So here is a note from the author, which I would love to share with you. It says, "Dear reader, I was once a little girl searching for my voice. Quiet, scared, unique, yet alive and vibrant. I struggled, caught among 5 siblings, desperate to be noticed. I never felt that I fit in anywhere, not even at home surrounded by my family. My discovery of movement became my saving grace. When I was introduced to ballet, it was like finding the missing piece to my puzzle. I danced my worries and fears away. The beauty of dance is being part of something that is all you, from creation to performance. You hold the power of your instrument. That instrument comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors. That instrument is your body, your soul, and heart. That instrument is you and me." But when I opened up ballet books, I didn't see myself. I saw an image of what a ballerina should be, and she wasn't me. Brown with tendrils sweeping her face. I needed to find me. This book is you and me. I want to expand the idea of beauty and art. Raven Wilkinson, African-American ballerina with the Ballet Russe de Monte Carlo, and other amazing women took my hand and led me. So she also had folks coming up and holding her by the hand and saying, "Come, come." Now it is my turn to lead others. This book is bringing my existence and non-existence as a young girl to life, showing other girls and boys that they're not alone. They too can find their voice, their wings, their missing piece. My hopes are that people will feel empowered to be whatever they want to be, to feel that they have no limits, just endless dreams that are reachable. No matter what that dream is, you have the power to make it come true with hard work and dedication, despite what you look like or struggle with. I hope to pave a more definitive path than the one that was there for me, but was just a little too hidden. I want to bring many with me to trace and create an even more vivid road to acceptance of yourself and from others. Join me. I love it. It's beautiful. So this very famous ballerina wanted to write a story where she felt she could be a guiding light to other ballerinas. I love it. That is Firebird by Misty Copeland, illustrated by Christopher Myers. And I would like to now read you another story. This is also, it's a Pura Belpré Award winner. This is a famous librarian who has won lots of awards. She's from Puerto Rico, which is where Miss B, my mama, is from, and my family. This one is called Drum Dream Girl. Know How One Girl's Courage Changed Music. And it's by Margarita Engle, illustrated by Rafael Lopez. I love this one. I don't know if you know this or not, but Miss B loves to play drums. And so this little girl specifically also loves to play drums. Different kind of drums than I usually play, but. On an island of music, in a city of drum beats, the drum dream girl dreamed. Of pounding tall conga drums, tapping small bongo drums, and boom, boom, booming with long, loud sticks on big, round, silvery, moon-bright timbales. But everyone on the island of music, in the city of drum beats, believed that only boys should play drums. So the drum dream girl had to keep dreaming, quiet, secret, drum beat dreams. At outdoor cafes that looked like gardens, she heard drums played by men, but when she closed her eyes, she could also hear her own imaginary music. I know some of you out there might be musicians. You might sometimes hear certain things and then you hear something else accompany it, and you hear something else accompany it. That might mean if you're not already playing music, you might want to get into it. You already got something in there. You're hearing regular sounds in the world, or in this case, a drum beat, but then sometimes maybe you hear other little added flavors. When she walked under wind-wavy palm trees in a flower-bright park, she heard the whir of a parrot wings, the clack of woodpecker beaks, the dancing tap of her own footsteps, and the comforting pat of her own heartbeat. At carnivals, she listened to the rattling beat of towering dancers on stilts. I love that picture. And the dragon clang of costumed drummers wearing huge masks. At home, her fingertips rolled out their own dreamy drum rhythm on tables and chairs. And even though everyone kept reminding her that girls on the island of music had never played drums, that's an interesting, right? So she sees the drum, but it's locked up in a cage. The brave drum dream girl dared to play. Tall conga drums, small bongo drums, and big round silvery moon bright timbales. So this one, here's your congo. Here are your bongos. Those are the ones that are two drums together. They're kind of small. And timbales look more like what you would see on a drum kit. Sort of the snare drum, the main one. And usually there's two of them there together. So... Her hands seemed to fly as they rippled, rapped, and pounded all the rhythms of her drum dreams. Her big sisters were so excited that they invited her to join their new all-girl dance band. Oh, sign me up. That looks like a lot of fun. But their father said, only boys should play drums. So the drum dream girl had to keep dreaming and drumming alone. Until finally, her father offered to find a music teacher who could decide if her drums deserved to be heard. The drum dream girl's teacher was amazed. The girl knew so much, but he taught her more and more and more. And she practiced, and she practiced, and she practiced. Until the teacher agreed that she was ready to play her small bongo drums outside at a starlit cafe that looked like a garden. Where everyone who heard her dream-bright music sang and danced and decided that girls should always be allowed to play drums, and both girls and boys should feel free to dream. I love that. So here it says this poem, so it's originally a poem, was inspired by the childhood of a Chinese African Cuban girl who broke Cuba's traditional taboo against female drummers. So that was in 1932. And I'd love to dedicate that to my friend Jenny, who is also, she plays congas and has told me the story before how she went somewhere, she went to another country and was playing drums in a band, and men would not play with her. And actually, when she ended up playing with them, one of them sort of turned their back. So he still played, but not looking at her. So anyways, I dedicate that to all of the girls out there who are doing things, you know, continuing to chase dreams regardless of what feels like this is what girls are supposed to do or this is what boys are supposed to do. So today's books, I'm so grateful, were lent to me by the Colorful Pages Coalition, and I will put a link in the bio. I love these books, and I love highlighting women doing big things here, especially during Women's History Month. And yeah, thank you so much for joining Miss B's audio reads today. I appreciate it, and I will try to come back sooner than later. Hasta luego, hasta pronto. I hope to see you later. I hope to see you soon. Bye.